if I was starting again and I needed to get my first 10 patients in through the door of my new clinic, the first thing I would do is make sure I've got a really nice, simple looking, clean, professional website that allows people to make a booking really, really effectively. 1 or 2 clicks and they can get their appointment. That's the first thing. So there's enough information there that they can make a decision and book relatively easily. The second thing that I would do is once they arrive, I would make sure that they knew that they were one of the first few patients that came through the door. That's why there wasn't any reviews on my website. And I would make them hopefully understand that they're the most important patients to the practice at that given time. And in doing so, what I'll tend to try and find is get sort of feedback about how it was, how easy it was to book, sort of how much difficulty they had, or whether they had any concerns, because those are the things that, if they did have those, they may have rung you and asked you before they made the booking. But if you can answer those questions even just on the website, you can take that feedback and answer those concerns before somebody has that hesitation. And as a clinician, that's relatively straightforward. You can usually do that quite easily. And the key thing that I would also want from my first 10 patients is making sure that they all gave me a independent review online. So be that a Google review or a TripAdvisor review or something like that. That is the thing that a third-party review of your work, of your service, is absolutely key in the private practice sphere. So you can automate that, you can do that directly if you want, but it's something that I wish I'd done more consistently at the start. It wasn't something that I did consistently at the start, and I think that's something that if I was doing it again, I would definitely want, because they become your best marketing for the next 10 patients, because those reviews give people the confidence to make their booking for the next person. So, and if you keep doing it iteratively, you'll get more and more reviews and people can see that. So if I was starting again, those would be the things I would do. Good looking website, easy to book, make the first 10 patients feel really, really cared for, and ask for their honest feedback, and then get them to give you an independent review online, hopefully with 5 stars.